Oh, hi guys. What is up? It is your girl Claire and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi. Hello. For those of you who are new here, welcome. This is just the most random channel. I have no core substance here. I just make videos. If you're returning, hello. Hi, I've missed you. I actually wanted to make a real video today and talk about something that I've been kind of wanting to talk about. That is living alone. Living alone is not my cup of tea personally. There's a lot of pros to it, but I just really want to give my 2 cents on this. This is my second time I've lived alone, the second lease that I've signed in my name, the second place that I've paid and worked for all by myself. And I can say both times I've lived alone, they've been good and bad, but I made a little list here. Want to talk about how I just really don't care for it anymore, because I 100% believe that it all depends on where you're at in life and what you're trying to get out of life and who you are and what level of content you have with yourself and the world around you for it to work. Again, I am just coming from sort of a burnt out angle, and I'm going to try and be as open and honest because I moved into this apartment that I am in July of 2020, and it has not worked that well for me. I went from having a really good paying bartending job. I lost that job. I lost my second job. I've been waiting for unemployment benefits around the holidays. I'm still waiting. Cannot find a job, and I'm broke now. So I'm living in a place that I can't even afford anymore, and I might lose any minute. And it sucks. So I think the biggest thing about living alone is absolutely having the financial capacity to be able to do so. However, things happen and shit changes. So I live in Section 8 housing. And if you know Section 8 housing, it's interesting. I really don't like Section 8 housing. It's cheaper, but you know what? You have to stay below the bar. You can't be a full-time student in most places. I think that's I live in Nevada, so I'm pretty sure that's everywhere, but I'm not too sure. I know here in Nevada it is. You can't be a full-time student. You can't obviously make more than a certain amount, and they have to keep tabs on you here and there to verify that your income is low. And if it, God forbids, it exceeds a certain amount because you're making money off of eBay or doing something, they won't like that. Also, when they found out that I have no job, not making any money, they're also frightened about that. How are you going to make your money and pay your bills, Claire? I don't like my landlord being in my financial business personally, so if you have to find yourself living in Section 8, do so, but it's not a fun place to be, okay? Living alone is lonely, and I say that it is truly lonely. After this pandemic, and everything being closed and moving out of living with my sister to being alone, it made it more lonely. And I mean that there are days where I just wake up at 1 p.m. and that's my fault, okay? I know you're watching this how does that pertain to me, Claire? But there's times where I wake up and I'm just there is nobody out there visiting me, wanting to hit me up, talk to me. It's almost this weird case of FOMO. But that kind of has come and gone, and I'm also a 23-year-old girl, so it's kind of my age range to feel like this, but there are times when I just feel it's me against everyone else. My parents live very close to me, and they have only visited my apartment one time, and it feels lonely. I always feel I should be having someone over or doing something more because I have my own space. And the day I moved into my apartment, I got the keys and I got the approval. I actually totaled my car. I was on a car pileup on my freeway. My car was totaled, and not only did that kind of screw me over, I had to move into this apartment using a rental Prius. Okay, a rental Prius. And push came to shove, I was injured, and the apartment never really got to a good state of feeling comfy and content. It's always felt very disorganized and crazy. So another thing, number 2, all messes are yours. That's a big one for me. There's nobody here to keep me accountable for shit. It's all me. My apartment, my kitchen, my living room, my bathroom, fucking unreal how messy it is. And it's I don't have a common space I share with anybody, because when I do, I am wonderful. I'm not nitpicky about who's cleaned what this day or that day. I will clean it. whoever else will clean up, make sure it gets done, and I love it. But here, all messes are mine, and I don't have a lot of people ever over to hold me accountable. And also, when it is messy, despite my like ADHD, which does not help here, that's another factor. So if like, take this, messiness with a grain of salt, but a lot of times people are like, can I swing by and pick this up, Claire, or whatever? And I know how messy my place is, and I'm just like, no. I'll find an excuse constantly to get out of my house to go meet them somewhere else. It's like a very self-sabotaging thing. It's like, it's always messy. Why live in a mess? Why do that to myself? So I'm just making excuses, I feel. 3, it feels more expensive living alone. And it actually kind of is, because you're not splitting internet with anybody. You're not splitting utilities with anybody. It's all you. And that is very expensive. My rent per month is $836. I pay about $50, actually, plus the modem fee per month, which is a scam, but I don't care because I'm like not gonna buy a brand new modem. That's $60 for AT&T, and then I also have energy, but also I live in Section 8, so it is a little bit cheaper, but it ranges between $30 to $50 a month for electricity, like utilities. So overall, it's almost damn near $1,000 a month. Yeah, that would be nice to be able to split with somebody, right? Hey guys, I'm just editing this right now and wanted to say that I live in Nevada, so $1,000 a month like sounds so cheap compared to like LA and other places, but for what I get here, it's not worth it. Number 4, it's isolating. It's really isolating. People find comfort in this, and I'm an introvert 100%. But I can't help but feel like we can get a good taste of how we are as people and a good idea of who we are when we're around people, right? You get a chance to gauge your behavior, right? And so when you're not around anybody, it'll be like 2 days and I haven't talked to someone's face. Everything is so virtual through Zoom and college, and it's very isolated. And so there are times when I go out for the first time in days and I talk to a cashier or I'm doing something, I feel oddly like feral. Like I feel like I don't know anybody or like how to really talk. Or if I see a friend and it's the first friend that I've seen in like weeks, it's like I feel so out of my element of just speaking and connecting with somebody. Number 5, FOMO, the fear of missing out. This is all subjective because I'm in college and it's my age and yada, yada, yada. But, I really just think that like living with somebody or something, like having the energy in your space, having somebody to just talk to. You don't have to talk like about super personal stuff if you're like not too close of roommates, but at least having the same, like some energy walk through your place and just being able to like laugh with somebody or chat or whatever. It's so different when you don't have that, and I miss it a lot. Like I spend all my nights watching YouTube and just doing dumb shit alone, and I don't feel like I have a sense of purpose in like a community. I don't feel like I have really like a pack or somebody or like a group of people that I can call my friends. It sucks. It really sucks. I have some friends who live with a couple people. I have some friends who are in sororities. I have a couple friends who do shit like with their boyfriends, and they're just always with people. And when I put myself around a group like that, I feel completely out of my element, 100%. And it's odd because, today I was actually talking to a guy that I know who happens to be friends with some of my friends. And, this group of friends just hasn't been inviting me into shit at all. For those of you who don't know, but I had one of my best friends pass away in September of last year, and was the hardest thing that I've ever gone through in my life. And the group of friends that she was all part of, we were all friends, they will host stuff like little get-togethers here and there to celebrate her. And I find out about it on social media, and I'm just time after time like, I just want to be invited. I want to be included. And, they're honest, like, Claire, we're so sorry. We didn't think, like, to invite you. Like, we just had our friends who live together just get together sort of thing. And, you know, it's not such a personal thing, but it's hard because I want to be able to grieve with friends still. It always helps make it easier. And so I was talking to this guy that I know, because he kind of asked why he hasn't seen me around lately, and I was just like, you know, I just don't know, like I just want to get the fucking invite. Like, let me know. You know, I don't believe in that shit when people are like, just invite yourself. I don't believe in that, because you and I both know very well that that's an awkward thing to do, to assert yourself into a situation or an event. So why would you tell somebody, just invite yourself, when you know? That tells me that you don't want me there, right? Maybe. But he's like, you're thinking too much about it. So what the fuck if I am? That's all I have to do while I live alone, is sit and think. A couple things I do like about living alone is getting my own fucking space to sit and talk as loud as I please for the most part. I also really like to just be able to be a piece of shit sometimes. And also I really value the time that I have just to learn to be alone. And as much as I've come to love it, I've tried to love it, I am not in a place in life right now where I have minimalist possessions and I'm learning to live simply. I feel like I am a barrel of fire being hurled 600 feet in the sky, and I am just coming down crashing and burning. Spending all of my life savings, everything that I've worked for, to possibly lose this place next month. So I don't really know what the fuck's good with me right now, but I hope this video helped you guys. I don't know if it did. I just really wanted to talk about this. I'm really close to being monetized, by the way. If you watched all of this, I fucking thank you, because every day I check for the most part, and I'm slowly creeping up there. It's some of my old cringy videos that are carrying me along this way, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Wasn't super crazy or intimate. It was just my take on living alone. I plan on making more of these types of videos where I just talk about random topics, because why the fuck not? So, thank you guys. I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.